Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about one of the most famous attacking traps in chess, the Scotch Gambit. This trap is characterized by the speed of threats and attacks on the opponent, and it is very suitable for players who like aggressive openings. Let's see what it's all about and how you can use it in your game. Okay, the Scotch Gambit is part of the Scotch game, which is an opening that starts with the moves 1. e4 e5, 2. nf3, nc6. This opening is considered one of the classical openings in chess, and is used by many players around the world, from beginners to grandmasters. 3. d4, x4, 4. bc4. These moves help you control the center and open up the board for your pieces to move more freely. By controlling the center, you gain a strategic advantage that can be crucial in the middle game. The main goal of this opening is to get rid of the central pawn quickly and start attacking immediately. This gives you an attacking advantage from the beginning and puts the opponent under constant pressure. The rapid development of your pieces can catch your opponent off guard. The fourth move, bc4, puts direct pressure on the f7 square, which is a weak point for black at the beginning. This point is very important because the white bishop directly threatens the black king and forces him to defend. This can lead to tactical opportunities that can be exploited. This opening is considered one of the openings that gives you the opportunity to attack quickly and control the game from the beginning. If you can execute these moves correctly, you will find yourself in a very strong position against your opponent. The Scotch Gambit is not just about quick attacks, it also lays the groundwork for a solid middle game. In the end, the Scotch Gambit is an excellent attacking opening and requires you to be ready to attack from the first moment. If you are a fan of attacking play, this opening will be very suitable for you. It combines both aggression and strategic depth, making it a favorite among many chess enthusiasts. The Scotch Gambit has been known for a long time, and it is said that some great players used it in the 19th century, but it has become more popular in modern times because of the powerful attacks it offers. The legendary player Paul Morphy was one of the most prominent people who used attacking openings like the Scotch Gambit successfully. By exploiting the opponent's small mistakes, he was able to gain a quick advantage. The goal of the Scotch Gambit is to advance quickly and control the center with a strong attacking start. This opening relies on sacrificing a pawn in the early stages of the game to gain an advantage in development and control of the central squares. By doing so, white aims to create dynamic play and put immediate pressure on black's position. After black's fourth move, white tries to take advantage of black's retreat on defense. This move puts pressure on the central squares and forces black to make quick decisions. The idea is to disrupt black's plans and create opportunities for white to exploit weaknesses in black's setup. Black might respond with a move like knight f6 or bishop c5, and each response has a different way to continue the attack. Knight f6 aims to develop the knight and defend the central squares, while bishop c5 puts pressure on the f2 square. These moves are critical for black to maintain a solid defense and counter white's aggressive intentions. Each response has a different way to continue the attack. White must be ready to adapt to any reaction from black, and must have a clear plan for how to exploit any weakness in the opponent's defenses. Flexibility and foresight are key components in executing the Scotch Gambit effectively. The important point here is to pressure your opponent and make them constantly defend their king. Constant pressure can lead to mistakes from the opponent, giving white the opportunity to launch a strong attack. The psychological aspect of keeping your opponent on the defensive can be just as important as the tactical considerations. If black doesn't defend well, white can launch a strong attack. The strong attack can involve moving pieces quickly to attacking positions and exploiting any gaps in black's defenses. Speed and precision are crucial in capitalizing on the opportunities created by the gambit. For example, after black's knight f6, white can play e5, threatening the knight and opening an attack route on the f7 square. This move can be the start of a full-blown attack on the black king. The e5 push is a classic example of how white can use the gambit to create immediate threats. This threatens the knight and opens an attack route on the f7 square. This threat can force black to take uncomfortable defensive measures, giving white the opportunity to continue the attack. The pressure on f7 is a recurring theme in many aggressive openings, and the Scotch Gambit is no exception. This can cause big problems for black, especially if they don't know how to deal with this attack. If black is not well prepared, they can find themselves in a difficult defensive position. Preparation and familiarity with the typical responses are essential for both sides. One of the most important ideas in this opening is to always keep your opponent under pressure. Constant pressure can lead to mistakes from the opponent, giving white the opportunity to launch a strong attack. The relentless nature of the Scotch Gambit can be overwhelming for an unprepared opponent. There are always threats and attempts to create gaps in the opponent's defenses. White must be ready to exploit any opportunity that arises, and must have a clear plan for how to exploit any weakness in the opponent's defenses. Ultimately, the goal is to control the game through continuous attack and pressure on the opponent. This requires not only tactical skill but also strategic vision. If the Scotch Gambit is executed correctly, it can lead to a quick and early victory. This opening can be a powerful weapon in any chess player's arsenal, and it should be practiced well to achieve the best results. Mastery of this gambit can significantly enhance a player's attacking repertoire. Continuous training and practice can help improve your skills in this opening, and make you more prepared to face any challenges you may face on the board. Always remember that chess is a game of strategies and tactics, and every move must be carefully considered to achieve victory. Regular analysis and review of your games can also provide valuable insights and help refine your approach. Like any attacking opening, the Scotch Gambit has its advantages and disadvantages. One of its advantages is that you take the initiative quickly and try to put your opponent in a defensive position from the very beginning of the game. But one of its significant drawbacks is that if you don't execute the attack correctly, you might find yourself in a bad position, because you sacrificed a pawn from the beginning. That's why you need to know your next move and be ready for any response that might come from your opponent. The Scotch Gambit is characterized by opening up many opportunities for a quick attack, and putting the opponent in a state of tension and pressure. But you have to be prepared to deal with any unexpected reaction. If you're not prepared, the attack could backfire, leading to a disadvantageous position. That's why continuous training and practice are very important. You have to know all the details of this attacking opening, and be ready for any challenge you may face. Ultimately, the Scotch Gambit can be a powerful weapon in your hands if you use it wisely and with good planning. Always remember that chess is a game of strategies and tactics, and every move you make can be the difference between winning and losing. If you want to use the Scotch Gambit successfully, you need to know the attack strategies, know the opponent's expected responses, and be ready for them. Practicing the situations that result from this opening is the key. The more you practice it, the more prepared you will be for any scenario you face. That was a quick summary of the Scotch Gambit. If you like attacking chess and like to put your opponent under pressure from the start of the game, this opening will be very suitable for you. Don't forget to support the channel with a like and subscribe to receive all new videos. Thank you, and see you in the next video.